Good to see you, Governor.
Good to see you again.
It's been a long trip.
At the annual two-sessions meeting, delegates are embarking on a busy and intense schedule. At this juncture, I sat down with the vice chairman of the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region government to discuss some of the key questions regarding the region.
Good to see you, Vice Governor Kaiser. My first question is, how was the economic and social development plan in Xinjiang executed in the past year? And with a target of around 7% GDP growth in 2023, how can the region achieve this goal and boost development?
The year of 2022 was an unusual significant year for Xinjiang's development. And General Secretary Xi Jinping once again visited Xinjiang last year. Under the strong leadership of the Party Central Committee and the State Council, and with selfless assistance of the people across the country, we achieved economic growth despite the challenging and complex situation. From last year and the beginning of this year, the head of Xinjiang Party Committee, Dr. Academician Ma Xingrui, and our governor of Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region, Mr. Erkin Tunyaz, sent experts and government officials to the neighboring provinces and advanced provinces in China to learn advanced experiences and invite experts, government officials from the advanced provinces and the neighboring provinces to Xinjiang to investigate, analyze, survey, and put a very good constructive suggestions for Xinjiang's potential development. This year, our aim to get the GDP about 7%. We will vigorously stimulate the development vitality of various market entities and actively create a good atmosphere for state-owned enterprises to be bold, private enterprises to be daring, and foreign enterprises to be willing to invest.
Xinjiang has been at the heart of the Silk Road since ancient times, and this year marks the 10th anniversary of China's Belt and Road Initiative. What's Xinjiang's plan to leverage its advantages to build the core area of the Silk Road economic belt and promote high-quality development?
Xinjiang's important position in China's westward opening pattern is increasingly prominent. In the future, we will drive the construction of the core area of Silk Road economic belt, innovate the open economic system, focus on building the Asia-Euro Golden Corridor, and the bridgehead for opening up to the west. We will optimize the opening hub of Urumqi International Land Port Zone, enhance the opening function of the Kashigar and Kyrgyz economic development zones, promoting larger scale, wider ranging, deeper level, high level opening up.
So the autonomous region eliminated the regional poverty in its southern area, but consolidating and expanding the poverty alleviation and rural vitalization is still a priority. In which way can Xinjiang further build up its agricultural industry, increase farmers' income, as well as enhance the sense of gain and happiness of people of all ethnic groups?
First of all, please allow me to list a set of data first. By the end of the 2020, that means 2020, 3.06 million poverty-stricken rural population, 3,666 poor villages, and 35 poor counties have been removed from the poverty list in Xinjiang. Xinjiang has abundant water, soil, light, heat, idioplasm resources, sufficient arable land, ranking in the top 5 in China. The glacier and the snow water of beautiful Xinjiang has nurtured a large number of unique and high-quality agriculture products. In the future, We will promote the modernization of agriculture, promote the steady production and quality improvement of the cotton industry, strengthen the optimization and allocation of water resources. That means we have the good use of water in Xinjiang, and promote the construction of high-standard farmland. Adheres the dual drive of science and technology and reform, and focus on stimulating the vitality, dynamism of agricultural and rural development. Highlight the most construction of agro-industrial clusters, accelerate the construction of a modern agriculture industrial system, consolidate and expand the achievement of poverty alleviation, and make every effort to increase farmers' income and promote the construction of livable, entrepreneurial, and beautiful villages. That means we will make rural area in Xinjiang more beautiful, more livable in future.
Xinjiang has abundant tourism resources, and the Autonomous Region's work report also mentions that it'll accelerate the recovery of its tourism industry. How can the Autonomous Region boost the industry and provide tourists with a satisfactory and enjoyable experience?
First of all, you are more welcome to travel to Xinjiang, and we are so excited to have visitors from all parts of the world. In Xinjiang, you can see the sunset in Urumqi and then fly to magnificent Pamir Plateau to see it again. It's a place where multiple religion, multiple ethnic groups, multiple culture, multiple civilization coexist in Xinjiang. It was an important gateway on the ancient Silk Road, where four great civilizations met and left behind rich cultural heritage. With numerous world-class tourism resources, Xinjiang is a dream destination for travelers from both home and abroad. In the coming days, we will be implementing the Boosting Tourism of Xinjiang initiative. Our goal is to transform Xinjiang from a tourist resource-rich area to a strong tourism economy area. Our aim is not only to ensure visitors have satisfying and enjoyable stay in Xinjiang, but also to help them fall in love with our magnificent scenery and experience the warm hospitality of over 25 million people in Xinjiang.
In recent years, Xinjiang's achievements in counterterrorism and de-radicalization have been remarkable. What does Xinjiang plan to do for its future stability, and how does it respond in the face of complex international public opinion regarding the region?
My friends from other parts of China often ask me why Xinjiang has become such a popular tourist destination in recent years. I told them that, first and foremost, it's because it's the most safest place in China. The sense of security among public increasing from 87% in 2012 to 99% now. We will always adhere to the people-centered approach, deeply implement Xi Jinping's rule of law thinking, comprehensively deepen the rule of law in Xinjiang, better play the role of law in guaranteeing the fundamentals, stabilization, expectation, and benefiting the long term, and adhere to the construction of Xinjiang under rule of law, a government under the rule of law, and a society under a rule of law. Recent years, some countries have spread rumors about so-called Xinjiang issue, using it as an excuse to stir up trouble and blatantly interfere in China's internal affair. What I want to say is that the doors of Xinjiang are always open. The doors of truth are always open, and all the sayings that seeing is believing. We hope that more people will come to beautiful Xinjiang, get closer to our more than 25 million people in Xinjiang, visit our bazaars, villages, see our way of life, hear our voices, and feel and share the real Xinjiang.
Xinjiang has long been a multi-ethnic area, and in recent years, great progress has been made in ensuring the equality, solidarity, and human rights of all ethnic groups. How can Xinjiang effectively enhance the awareness of the Chinese national community and promote common purpose by all ethnic groups, stability, and development of human rights to a higher quality and level?
Xinjiang has been a multi-ethnic region since ancient times, and the various ethnic groups in Xinjiang are members of Chinese nation. For over 70 years, the Communist Party of China and the Chinese government have always adhered to the human rights concept of putting people at the center and regards the right to survival and the development as the most important basic human rights. Right now, people of all ethnic groups in Xinjiang are like siblings, brothers and sisters, helping and caring for each other. We are so united, so tightly, like seeds of pomegranate. We always adhere to the principle of maximizing the protection of survival and development rights of all ethnic groups, protect and inherit the outstanding traditional culture of all ethnic groups according to law, continuously improve public cultural services, social security efforts, and the medical system. We will continuously improve the conditions of religious values and protect the freedom of religion beliefs of citizens according to the law. We will protect the equal rights of all ethnic groups to the greater extent and at a higher level. The people of all ethnic groups in Xinjiang will usher in a better and happier tomorrow. The famous American anthropologist Lewis Henry Morgan once said, Xinjiang is the cradle of world culture and the key to opening the four great civilizations of the world. The famous Chinese scholar Ji Xianling also said that in the history of all mankind, there are only four culture systems that have far-reaching influence and a long history: Chinese, Indian, Islamic, and the Greco-Roman cultural systems. The only place where these four major cultural systems converge is the Xinjiang region of China. Xinjiang has breathtaking natural scenery, delicious fruits and food, unique cultural landscape. In the end, I warmly welcome you to Xinjiang.
Thank you very much for your precious time.
It's my pleasure. Look at these paintings, Xinjiang, just like these paintings, glacier, green, and pine tree, grassland, horses, and a river, And we have all saying that if you do not come to Xinjiang, you don't know how big China is. If you do not come to Xinjiang, you do not know how big, how beautiful China is. We are so beautiful, we are so hospitable, we are welcome all people from the country and the world to Xinjiang. Thank you very much.